When Maike Sander cycles across the campus of the Delbrück Center in Berlin, the scientific director has many encounters and many ideas in her head. The stem cell researcher has been driven by one big goal for 30 years.
We work on the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas, and our research looks into how the cells work. And in recent years, we have focused on trying to produce insulin-producing cells from stem cells, and that is a future therapy for diabetes. And it's very exciting to see that the fruits of our research are now taking these cells into clinical trials for people with type 1 diabetes.
Together with her teams in the USA and Berlin, she is developing organoids from the beta cells of the pancreas. In diabetes, beta cells are destroyed or only function to a limited extent.
So what we do is we culture these stem cells in the lab, and then we instruct the cells stepwise to develop into cells that produce insulin.
Stem cells are fascinating because they can develop into all types of tissue. The stem cell-derived organoids are three-dimensional tissue structures that have developed into insulin-producing cells in a culture dish. They are used to better understand the development of diabetes. The long-term goal is to develop beta cells in the laboratory that can be transplanted into the bodies of diabetics and produce the insulin they are lacking. Many biological puzzles have already been solved in recent years, but researchers still face hurdles on the path to successful transplantation.
So what we still don't understand for a diabetes therapy, and that's what the clinical trials are about now, is how and where we need to transplant these cells into. So there's several ongoing trials now that look into the best place in the body to put the cells, that also look into how long will these cells actually survive in the body, and then can actually these cells be transplanted without needing immune suppression.
Not only scientific hurdles have to be overcome along the way to medical therapies. In her role as director of the Delbrück Center, Maike Sander is very aware that the path from knowledge to medical therapy is a long one. Therapies are only made possible through teamwork with other research groups and through clinical studies. In particular, the development of therapies can only be realized by working together with startups and pharmaceutical companies. This is why she is often eager to speak to stem cell researchers who have spun off companies, such as Uta Höpken, founder of a startup that is developing a gene therapy for blood cancer. Sander would like to advance cell therapies in many areas. As a longtime stem cell researcher, this is her lifelong dream.
So my hope as a scientist who all her life has worked on the pancreatic beta cell is that in my lifetime I will see a cell therapy for diabetes.